Hi friends, welcome to Sam's Grid View. In this video, I will explain you about the general concepts behind a sum and an autosum. And also I will explain you about the subtotal concepts. So without any delay, let's get started. And this dataset is employee payroll list. Within this file, I will try to do my calculations in the Jan, Feb and March column by using different options like manual sum and an autosum and finally subtotal. Within that I will also try to explain the difference between these concepts. So before applying the autosum, let's do a manual sum here. So how generally we will use a sum option here by typing equal to sum open bracket, and now we will be selecting the particular range which needs to be aggregated or summed off. So this is the output which we get usually using a manual sum. So now we are done with our Jan total. So what's the next option we can do to do things in a quicker way? It's going to be Control R. So Control R is nothing but fill right, which will fill the right cell using left formula. So what is the next quicker option to achieve this? It's going to be autosum. So go to home. In the extreme right corner you will see an option called autosum. The autosum description itself will be a self-explanatory, the shortcuts and its concerned description. This is how an autosum is gonna work. So let's apply this in a separate cell. So use the shortcut function called alt equal to. So now you can see Excel have automatically selected a specified range in the upward stream considering the total number of integer. So since upper stream integer is little high, Excel have considered the upper stream range as its sum range. Okay, so click enter. Now you will have your total. So this is little quicker than the manual sum. So so say example, if a person from a data analyst or from a finance team, this will be very much helpful for them. Just alt equal to is gonna give them total sum, and it's so again I would like to reiterate that the shortcut is gonna be alt and equal to. So now I will explain you on do a sum between Jan, Feb and March using the same option autosum, which is alt and equal to. So now again let's use alt equal to. Now Excel will automatically detect the integer in the left hand side and it will do a sum. The main drawback here is included our daily rates as well, so we have to exclude that manually and click enter. Now let's use our fill down option, which is Control D, to take our formula till the last cell. So hit Control D. Now all the cells been updated with our autosum function. Okay, now I'll explain you the difference between a sum and a subtotal in Excel. Okay, so select the cell where we have to type a formula, use equal to function, equal to subtotal, and it has two parameters. The first parameter is going to ask you what aggregation you are going to use, whether it's going to be a countif, average or sum. Here we are going to use sum. So sum is at the 9th place, so let's now hit 9. And also it has various options till 111. So for now let's use sum 9 comma. You can also double click the same, so comma, let me select the range now where I have to apply the sum, so and press enter. So you will be having the total sum as same as the sum function. Now I will explain you the difference between the sum and a subtotal. Okay, to show the difference, let's apply a filter and select some names, some random names, and click OK. So now you can see that we have applied filter, and let's compare the sum and subtotal here. The sum actually says the complete total, but the subtotal says the total of the visible or the filter applied cells. So this is the main difference between a sum and a subtotal. Now how we can apply this subtotal as same as autosum? Yes, we can do. Select the average row and in the same way hit alt equal to. So the Excel will recognize in automatically, instead of doing a sum, Now it's doing a subtotal for us, right? So since we have applied some filters here, Excel have automatically used subtotal for our calculation, and also it will automatically selects the entire table range, not the visible range, okay, including 9 as our parameter, no, which is going to be sum. So since this is an average hour, let's change this particular 9 to 1, where we can show the average hours of the complete employees. Okay, so let's change it to 1 and click enter. Yeah, now we have got our average hours. Let's cross check the same with the information bar. So select the visible cells and you can see, yes, it's gonna be as same as the formula which we applied using subtotal. So hope I have explained you clearly on the difference between a manual sum, auto sum, and finally subtotal. Hope this video will be helpful for you, and if you feel that this video is actually helpful for you, kindly share this with your friend and consider subscribing this channel for more related videos with regards to Excel and its concepts. Stay tuned and thank you.